Yep, that's it. Oh, okay, great, perfect. Can you hear me now? Hopefully you can. I think you can. I think it's not. Yeah, I think you can. Okay, perfect. I think it's the right thing. So today I was gonna work on getting async IO, playing around with async IO methods rather than like just doing normal functions. So like having a class where async IO stuff gets run on methods, which I've never really done, but it should be kind of fun. So let's kill some of these things here. I see I lost my only viewer with the mention of async IO. So cool. That should be pretty readable, but I don't know, maybe someone will want to join later on. Let's just like go into like a little fake directory. So like AIO math. Oh, and I probably want to like, I don't know, should I create a conda environment for this? Probably. Let's just reuse one that I know works. It is kind of funny to be here alone. Let's just go there. Okay, so CDAIO math. There we go. So I know this thing has the right permissions and everything. Let's see if anyone's responded to my tweet. Probably not. Okay. I also didn't do a great job advertising what we're actually going to be talking about today. So that's cool. I'm good at this streaming stuff, for sure. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, okay. So let's make just like a little test.py file. And we'll import AIO run. Oop. This is actually an amazing library that I just learned about. So from AIO run, it like takes care of all the boilerplate for running asynchronous stuff, which is really cool. And so we'll say like maybe we need an entry point function. So let's just call it def main, and we'll just say, no, this is too much. Yeah, so we'll do run, someone's in the chat. It's me. I'm in the chat. No, there's at least one viewer. And then we need entry point. So hello there, whoever is watching. So we're trying to play around with async methods, which is not something that I've normally dealt with. And so we're just gonna get started here. Just trying to write a little bit of a boilerplate. So like, let's just say, async, or let's just call it like services. And then, yeah, we'll await. We probably need async IO, so import async IO. Await async IO.gather. I'm not even going to gather anything because we don't know what we're doing yet. Services, and then if name equals main. Go ahead and if you want to talk about something else, it's Tony. Good. Happy to chat about something else too. Or since it's Tony, if you want to jump on, I'm also happy to have you. I don't think anyone else is in the room yet, so that's kind of fun. And a little bit of background, this idea came up on a client project at Quantsite, so that's why I'm playing around. So I've never done this before, so it should be pretty cool. I don't know, what should we have this do? I guess we should maybe we really want something with two methods that then interact. So let's somehow, I don't know, let's call it service. Doesn't have to inherit from anything. Def init self. Let's give it a name attribute, and then I don't know. Let's maybe just have it do I have no idea. Powers of 2, maybe. I guess powers of 2. We kind of want timing. Yeah, I think. I don't know. Let's start with real simple. So we'll say self.name equals name, and then I guess what we want is an async method. Right? Can you just do async def here? And let's, I don't know, what are we doing? Let's say, let's call it run. I don't know, I'm lazy. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, Aaron's here. Interesting, cool. I don't understand how how this stream chat stuff works at all. So, yeah. How's it going, Aaron? Do you want to hop on? Have you done this async stuff before? So let's say, so while true, async, or no, await. Well, let's put a sleep in here. Let's know, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, it's it's pretty fun, but I've never done this method stuff. So someone was Amir actually was what if we used a class to encapsulate state and stuff? And I was I've never done that. I'm just building out a little test to try to test using async methods, and have mutable state that lives on instances. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't know if you all have any suggestions about what a good example here is. That would be awesome, because I'm just kind of winging it. So I'm thinking maybe we have self dot value equals I don't know, 2. And then every half second we'll maybe we should build take a random value, and then add it, I guess. So forget, do you have to do, is it math.random? Import math dot is it, I don't remember. Let's go over here. Let's get out of that. Oh, no, too far. Okay, import math, and then math dot No, I guess you have to import math.random. Or is it just random? No, I guess it's import random. I'm so used to NumPy. Random, and then it's random dot rand int. Right? So what's the doc string? From A to B? Okay, so I can do like, let's do like -10 to 10, I guess. Okay, yeah. Random dot random. Thanks. Thanks, Aaron. Okay, so let's just like start at 0, and then we'll say self.value plus equals random dot rand int -10 to 10. Okay. And then I think what we want to do is say, and we should print the value. So like print, let's use f strings because we're cool. So self dot name, self dot value. That needs that, and then we'll say what? Okay, so for gather, right? We want to do something like, let's make some services. So we'll say s1 equals service. Then we need a name. Let's call it I don't know, pumpkin. And then service 2 we'll call I don't know, we'll call it plum or something. Yeah, that great. So then we're gonna gather s1 dot run and s2 dot run. Okay, and then let's go ahead and cd into this AIO meth directory where that's all there is, and we'll run python test.py. Oh, right, so conda activate the environment with that. Oh, okay, so like they're separately mutable, it seems like. Wait, why is pumpkin a 1 just always going up? Is plum always going down? What? No. Oh, pumpkin is going down too as well. Okay, that's just random effects. Cool. Bye. So that's kind of neat. But what I really want, I guess, what I kind of want is I want a mutable. I want to test that like when we run, we can modify like a mutable state, I guess. And so like, yeah, that's the thing that I'm a little confused about, is like what if we did something like, I want a mutable state. So let's say like self last I don't know, last values, let's just say like I don't know, let's just call it a stack and we'll make it into an empty list, okay? And so like what I kind of want is if, yeah, this is what I want. So I want to say like async, and actually stack should start with that. We'll say like add, or maybe let's call it an append. And self. So value will actually be, let's just call it like value equals sum of self dot stack, and then we'll print that, and then we'll have an append which is like while true, and then crazy backtick. So like while true, I know this is like maybe not the most clear. So I want one function that's going to add to the stack, one function that's going to remove the stack, and then another method that's going to just print it, I guess. So maybe run should be called print. And then I want to run them all for both services. Yeah, it's kind of a little weird, but I think that's the idea here. So let's say, yeah, exactly. So let's do while true, we'll async sleep. Gotta put in some conditions. So like if self dot stack, or if the length of self dot stack is greater than 0. Sorry, if the length is less than 5, self dot stack append random dot rand int. Have you guys played around with this at all? Like sort of stateful things like this? Stateful async? I feel like I don't know. I feel like I haven't done this inside of classes. So then append, and then let's call it remove. So if the length of the stack is greater than 5, or no, it should be, yeah, if the length of the stack is greater than 5, then we'll del stack 0. Right? I think that's good. So that should get us up to 5, and then we'll print it. So it's kind of more, a deck would be better, but whatever. So then down here we'll do print, or we'll do append, remove, and print. So s1 dot append s1 dot remove. Yeah, okay, we'll do greater than or equal to. Thanks, Aaron. And then we'll just change these to S2. Okay, so let's see, does this work? Okay, maybe I should have printed the length of the stack in here too as well. But it seems like it does. It seems like, let's actually just print the stack, actually. That'd be way easier. Stack. Oop, of course not. Yeah. So let's maybe analyze if this is doing the right thing. So it's definitely growing, and then pumpkin has a -6 to start, and then like the next time around it's -10, the 3, the 9 gets shifted, and then it's a 4. Okay, that works. Cool. What's up, Tony? What's the ellipsis for? Talk to me, mi amigo. Yeah, I guess I had never really done this, so I didn't know like what was possible with kind of this async methods, but my chat was print is always called after the stack pop. Yeah, I mean that's true. Like if we go back and look at this, right? I think if we started doing this like really fast, that might not always be the case. It's just that we've got some really slow things here. Like we could bump this to 4 or 5 and then it'll always happen. Well, it might happen a couple times, but it'll maybe get up to 5 eventually. Should get up to 5, hopefully. I don't know. Yeah, we could do like a sleep random thing. My point here was that I wanted to test out encapsulating mutable data structures inside of a class. So these coroutines only manipulate this particular thing, and the point here is to we have some client code that maybe needs to be tested with this, and so we want to potentially spin up multiple async loops or services for testing, and we want to encapsulate them separately. So yeah, AIO libs. Let's check that out. So much useful libs. Is that on CondaForge? Async IO libs. Oh yeah. Boto Core, Redis, MySQL, Postgres, and AIO HTTP. I've heard of AIO HTTP a lot. And Docker. Wow. AIO Jinja? Or HTTP Jinja. There's a lot of stuff here. That's pretty cool. Yarl. It's kind of a great name. Monitor. What's monitor? What I really need is adds monitor Python REPL. What I really need is I think I need a logger, I think. So an AIO logger. So if you all have any recommendations there, that would be freaking great. But yeah, I don't know. Oh no, my mouse died. Yeah, this is a really good resource. Thanks, Tony. So I think I answered my question has been answered effectively about is this possible or easy or anything? And it seems to be both possible and easy, which is awesome. It kind of just works as you'd expect, rather than having to manipulate some sort of global, some sort of crazy global state at the module level. Is asyncio.run the same as AIO run? The answer is no. AIO run I just learned about yesterday, and it's awesome. And obviously I made a CondaForge package for it already, so you're welcome. But basically what it does is it takes care of, is this Nest? I don't think this is Nest. Yeah, this is, or is Nest the, Nest might be the logger, we'll look at that in a moment. But the idea is normally you have to do a lot of boilerplate if you want things running. So here's what it does, right? So creates a task for actually doing the event loop, runs the event loop with run forever, adds signal handling, which is so amazing, manages the tasks when you want to cancel them, also amazing, manages shutdown properly, etc. And then here's a couple of examples, but the other really cool thing is if you want to use UV loop, literally all you have to do is pass use UV loop into this, and it just and it just runs. So, and if you don't know what UV loop is basically a drop-in, or the Python UV loop is a drop-in replacement for async IO's event loop, and lib UV loop is written in C and is very, very fast, so they get like a big speed up. So if you look at like, UV loop Python, it's just like, it's pretty nice. So at least on Linux, you should use this if you have the opportunity to do so. I think it doesn't work on Windows, which kind of sucks. But for something that's like a drop-in replacement, like that, even when you have to do the hard part, is really not that much. Is pretty cool. And again, also on ContForge. So I think I answered my main question for the day, but if folks want to like heckle or give me ideas of, or expand on this example, or have me do something else, I'm totally open to it. Okay, let's look at what Tony just showed though, for the moment. Async IO does not allow its event loop to be nested. Oh, this sounds dangerous. Like super dangerous. So it allows like multiple event loops to be running in the same process. That sounds awful. Like I don't want to reason about that. Oh yeah, I know you're not afraid, but I wasn't worried about your fear. Yeah, I'm afraid. I'm gonna just say that I am afraid of this piece. So I forgot to put my like recording and process thing up on my door today. Oh well. You have to, and I see. Yeah, kind of a cool idea. I don't know. I think. Yeah. So in other things where like I'm not afraid recently, I've been doing a lot of work trying to get System D up and running on ContForge, which is super awful in many ways, and the stack is very deep. So I could bang on that for a little while if folks want to see that. Okay, let's see what you've got here, Tony. What's Gidget Hub? I've never heard of Gidget Hub. That's weird. I'm learning all these things. So wait, are you running? What are you doing? Are you like running an IPython thing? An async tool for GitHub. Oh, okay. Interesting. Wow. That is horrifying. Yeah, you used it for the SymPy bot. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think I really think async IO has won. Like Curio is out there, Trio is out there. They're both really, really nice to use, and I like them a lot more than I love them like a lot more than async IO. But there's just such a huge stack built on async IO at this point that I'm not sure we can really get away from it. Like async IO, like it literally has everything, right? Like, there's like there's AAO files, which is for like async IO file reading and writing, which is freaking super useful. That's, and I don't know, it seems like because async IO is part of the standard library, just like anything that you do that's anything that you do is going to end up using it. So I don't know, it kind of sucks. I sort of wish Trio had one, or Curio had one. But I think there's just so many tools built on these other libraries. And I know Trio has like an async IO interface layer, but it's just, I don't know, like if you have to write that sort of stuff. Yeah, the Trio nursery it's incredible. Like, I don't know, it's one of these things where I feel really bad because I would love to use Trio personally, but then I kind of feel it feels a little hard, like saying, oh, for this big project for a client, like, let's go use Trio. Like, I mean, they should put nurseries in the standard library, right? Like, I think we're a little deep in the weeds here, but for folks who don't know, I could kind of go over that stuff. Also, what do you folks think I should call this stream, or this like stream channel? Lunch break with scope hats? I don't know. I think we need a snappy name. Trio nursery. Oh no, this is like a plant thing. Yeah, let's. It's a freaking great idea. So let's just get to like a quick start or something. Docs, tutorial, yeah. So yeah, like here are your async functions, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? And then you have like a Trio run, which is nice. Again, kind of similar to the AIO run thing, which is missing. They really should put that in the standard library. Shoot. Where the heck is the nursery? Here it is. So you basically use async with statements to get access to a nursery, and then you say, like, go start these children, and do the thing and come back. It's just much nicer than like having to gather futures and things like that. So, and like, yeah, you can define a parent, or like the parent I think is implicitly passed somehow. I don't know. It just, the boilerplate for this stuff is so small compared to what you need to do with async IO. It's like a really beautiful API. Maybe more than anything else, like that's what's really, really nice about it. And similarly with Curio, Curio has some really nice ideas about how to make the API nicer, but I think it's not quite as nice as like, I'm going to run in async. This context should work in async. Made a wait. You can't use a wait in the global scope. Huh, can you use a wait in the global scope in normal Python? I guess you can. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Now we're like super deep into the weeds about like how a Python wait works, but oh, okay, it has to be. I thought like, oh yeah, it does. It's all dangerous. Anyways, are there other fun async things we should talk about today? I think this little example here kind of proved it to me, what I needed. But wait, so you're saying that in IPython there's a wait at the top level? Okay, we should play around with this. This sounds insane. Do I have IPython installed? I mean, I really hope I do, but okay. So, is it in the notebook or just like in IPython? Do you guys auto await? Let's look this up. This seems freaking crazy. Oh, It's in my Python. Okay. Should I do it in the notebook? I feel like I never get to be in the notebook anymore. So, do I have Jupyter Lab installed? No, I don't. Okay. Do I have Jupyter installed? Oh, I'm in like some weird, environment right now. So I'll just conda deactive. Wait. Womp womp. Yeah, I know. Jupyter. No one wants me to install. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Let's do a new notebook here. We'll do. Okay, so what this is saying is I can do. Oh god, that's terrible. Do I have AIO HTTP installed? Probably not. But like, I should be able to await anything, right? I think is what you're saying. So I should be able to do like await, or like if I do async def, or let's do my notebook foo is low. So let's do async IO, and we'll say like test. Let's import random again because why not? And then say await async IO dot sleep, and then random dot random. This should just return something that's less than a second, I think. And then yeah, well, what will we do? We'll say like print yay, I guess. And then return another number, I guess, right? Let's just return random dot random. Okay, so that's that. And then in the next cell we'll do, yeah, I know, slumming it in the classic notebook. Not even in dark mode. So I guess we would say like result equals await test. This is insane. Nice. That's impressive. That's cool. So I guess he must be like rewriting this to be a lambda and then or like some sort of weird anonymous function, and then starting up an event loop and waiting on that. Yeah. But it doesn't return immediately. It's not supposed to return immediately. I put like this extra sleep in here so it doesn't return. Try async.run. Okay, now you're trolling me. Can I install nest async IO on with conda? So if I can't, I'm not doing it. Maybe I'll make a nest async IO package right now, but let's even see if it's on Anaconda. So no, it's not even on Anaconda, and it's only on this one, or it's not on. I'm not going to use pip. Get out of here. Who do you think I am? I'm not mixing conda and pip environments. You're mad, Tony. No. Yeah, we can make a nest async IO conda package right now. in the next 15 minutes. It probably won't even take that long. Clone the repo in subtype. That's not, so like that, I understand the compulsion to do that, Aaron, but like, I don't know, like it's better to just make the Conda Forge package and then just have it available, in my opinion. I don't know, call me crazy. But, you know, if there's one thing I can give to this world, it is packages. Okay, so now we're making a package because all y'all wanted me to do this. With a dash, not an underscore. Of course with a dash. Dashes are the only reasonable character. Okay, check that master. Because this is staged recipes, we have to always pull up the latest version of master because things change every freaking moment of the day. And then check out, oh, I don't want to be in my BT of environment conda, deactivate, and then -b, and then what is it? Nest dash async IO. I feel so dirty doing this right now, but it's fine. CP dash R. Example nest sync. Now, normally I would probably test this, but let's just get through this as quickly as possible. Wait, what? Oh, that's what you're saying. You're saying on Anaconda, it's under. Wait. Oh, okay. Well, screw me then. Let's kill this thing. So I can install it. Okay, good. Git check out. Let's get rid of this stupid branch. Oh, it's called nest async. Okay, fine. Okay, and then, okay, we're still there, that's fine, Conda. Is that where I'm running this thing? No, I'm in base, so I should deactivate, and then Conda. All right. Well, how do I use this thing, Tony? Like, what's the, okay, it's installed. What's the, what's the pain here? I know you sent me this thing, but this thing seems crazy, so I'm not going to use that. So where is it? Wait, you want me to try it even though it won't work? Okay, I will. Asyncio.run. Oh, I see. Okay, so I need to do import. Wow, they have an underscore in their package name. That is not PEP8 compliant. Someone should tell them. And then, let me see. Okay, so I guess this this hooks it in, and then now I do asyncio.run test. That didn't work. Do I have to call test? Yeah. Okay. I'm like not exactly sure why I would do that rather than just awaiting at this point. Maybe you could help me with that? Explain that? Because I don't really understand what nest async IO, like how this actually, I guess like what some other function could then start an event loop is what you're saying. Oh, I see. So async IO.run is like that is the event. That's starting a new event loop and running my test function inside of that event loop, which is already running in an event loop. That's pretty freaking nuts. There's no reason for that though. Like there's literally, I mean, I guess the reason is that like if you're running Jupyter and you're running Tornado and you're running all this other stuff, then you kind of need that because you want them to all have their own event loops. I guess that's how it works. It seems like that's a fair amount of overhead. Like you would just kind of want the event loops to be merged. I don't know. Let's go check out their code, right? Like let's see what this thing is actually doing. Patch async IO. Okay, cool. We'll give this a star. Why the heck not? Okay, so there's the apply function. We know about that. So patch async IO does different things for different versions. Cool. Patch loop and make it re-entrant. So I think this is the thing. So it creates a new run forever function, adds that to the original. It basically monkey patches it in, just fine. So yeah, it checks if it's closed. Oh, interesting. I see. So it like, I guess it switches. Yeah, so basically like if you do this a number of times, it just, it'll always resolve back up to the original event loop. So it's not that it's necessarily starting up a new event loop, it's just replacing new, like any nested event loop with the original one. I think that's how this is working. Here, I'll throw this into the chat. Is that kind of like what other people think this is doing? That seems to be how this is working to me. Right? Bridge run forever. Yeah, get old running loop, and then, or it's making, what is set running loop? Maybe we should find out what that function is. Oh no, set running loop is the old running loop. I see. Yeah, I hear you about not asking, but like, what's the fun in that? You know, like I want to know how this thing actually works. It seems cool. Like, I mean, it actually doesn't seem that dangerous. It's like not that much code. I guess you can have very small amounts of code that's extremely dangerous, but like it seems like it's just yeah, it just seems like you're monkey patching things in so that they work properly. I like, I guess I literally have no use case for this at present. I guess if I wanted to do some development in the notebook and like some debugging of some of these tools in the notebook that we're building in an async way, like this could be a pretty cool use case for that. But yeah, I'm not certain that that's like what's really what I want to do necessarily. It just doesn't seem like a good plan. So yeah. This is so weird. There's so many people in the chat, but then like the viewer count is only there. I don't know. Pretty strange. Okay, well this has been like a deep dive into very weird parts of the Python standard library that I've never noticed, or async stuff. I don't know. Anyone have anything else they want me to chat about? Got about 5 minutes left here. Otherwise, I think it might be time to call it a day. This is pretty interesting discussion here. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it. I will. I think next week there's an open source directions episode again, so that'll be fun. Yeah, we'll have to get you streaming, Tony. That'll be fun. Yeah, so next week open source directions episode, and then we'll be back the week after that for more of, I don't know, lunch break with scope hats. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be fun no matter what it's called. Again, looking for name input. Gotta get the branding game up. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.